Hello riders, this is your formation video for June. We are a month out of the ride, and so hopefully most of you have gotten in your 100-mile ride or you're planning on it. Hopefully at least done about an 80 or 90-mile ride up to this, and if you've done that, you recognize how difficult this can be, alright? And it's about this time of the year, right before the ride, where there's a lot of doubt in our mind about what we're about to do. Well, I'd like to read you a Bible verse. Like I said, I love the spiritual part of this, just to reflect on and think about while you're doing your training rides, especially if you still have your century to do. So here it is. This is from Romans. Therefore, since we have been justified by faith, we have peace with God through our Lord Jesus Christ, through whom we have gained access by faith to this grace in which we stand, and we boast in hope of the glory of the Lord. Not only that, but we even boast of our afflictions, knowing that afflictions produce endurance, and endurance proven character, and proven character hope. And hope does not disappoint. Well, I really like this verse. The month before we take off, this is going to be tough. It is not easy. Your training is not easy, and that's okay. It's not supposed to be. We are trying to create a culture of hope for these women and children that need us. So if you're doing your century ride, doing a second century ride, and you're thinking you're on mile 50, and like, I can't believe I have 50 more to do, just remember that afflictions create character, and character creates hope. Okay, that's my reflection for you today. Now into the logistics and the practicals of biking. Like I said, hopefully most of you have gotten in your 100-mile ride. If not, try to do it at the beginning of June. You're going to want to start tapering off as we get closer to the ride and let your body build up some muscle mass and some endurance. But then the big thing before the ride, which most of you probably haven't done, is group riding. So first, I would love for you guys to try to find a cycling group near you, or even an individual that's willing to bike with you. Maybe it's another Biking for Babies member, but just to get some sense of what it's like to do some group riding. You'll realize it's a lot easier than riding by yourself, but there are definitely some nuances and things that you have to be aware of before you hit the road. So I'm going to talk about a few things, and again, this isn't going to do justice to what it's like on the road, but I at least want you all to get a sense of what it is. So when you ride in a group, you're definitely going to be drafting. There's a leader who takes most of the wind resistance from you. While we're biking, we try to do 10 to 20 minute shifts. As leaders, depending on how people are feeling, it could be longer or shorter than that, depending on how the wind is. But we usually go on a single file line. There's only one group, I think, the Southern Route. You guys have maybe 6 riders. You guys might do double lines, but the same things I want to talk about still apply with that. So when you're drafting off of someone, you're going to be right behind them. It's about 2 feet to a few inches, depending on how comfortable you get. And as the ride goes along, hopefully you get comfortable enough to get within those few inches of the tire in front of you. The reason for being so close is it takes off the most wind resistance from you, and it saves you the most energy. So getting comfortable and used to that. Now with that on the ride, this is something that hopefully your route leader will talk about with you. But as a rider, you definitely never, ever, ever hit your brakes suddenly. Even if you're in the front, if you're in the middle, if you have to avoid an object, swerving off to the side is going to be a lot better than hitting the brakes and causing a pile behind you. Again, that's something that they'll talk about, and if you do get some group cycling, you'll recognize how important and how common sense that is. But you definitely don't want to hit your brakes. I actually take my brake dial off, so even if I were to hit them, they won't grip as tightly. That's just one of the things that I do to try to keep that from happening. But another big thing, the most important thing while riding is communication. So your route leaders, again, they're going to talk about this as riders, but you need to call out whether there's bumps, whether there's holes to your left, to your right. You need to make the people behind you comfortable about what's ahead of you. So if the person in front yells out a call, maybe it's a stop sign ahead, slowing, whatever it is, that call needs to be down the line of bikers, okay, until the last person hears it. Trust not only in God, but also in your fellow bikers is extremely important. So getting a sense of what it's like to bike in a group is essential. And if you're not able to do that, at least once you get with your team, being able to talk things through and having clear rules and signs of what everyone's going to be doing once they're in a group. All right, that's all I got for you guys today. This is your last video before you actually ride. I'm extremely proud of you all. I'm excited to see you guys all hit the pavement. Praying for you. Keep your spirits high and get excited for what's going to be an amazing experience for you. All right, God bless.